Now in this question, we're leaving the Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport heading to Cancun on Northwest Airlines, and the pilot is here flying toward Cancun. As he's flying, keep in mind he's looking straight ahead. Here it says the flight instruments, or imagine that the pilot's eyes, instead of going straight ahead, they're going to depress 7 degrees. So instead of going straight ahead, there's going to be a depression going down about 7 degrees until he sees the actual runway here. So the picture for this scenario, he is looking straight ahead, depresses 7 degrees, so that is where the 7 degrees is. This would be a straight line distance down here, so we do have a right angle. In terms of it, it says the ground distance from the plane to the runway is 500 miles. So the ground distance is really this distance right here is the ground distance. Well, this is the same as the ground distance, so I could label this as 500. Now, another way to look at it would be a different triangle. Possibly, if you want to look at it, this triangle instead would have been just fine. There's our right angle. This is our ground distance. But be careful, this is 7 degrees here. This entire angle is 90. So if you do that, you have to recognize that this is an 83-degree angle. If I wanted to, I could fill in various other angles. Because a triangle is 180, I know if this is this other one over here is 7, this has to be 83, and if that's 83, that would have to be 7. So I could finish that off if I wanted to. It's up to me on how I want to label that. I'm going to go ahead, and they want us to figure out what is the actual straight line distance from the pilot to the runway. Well, the straight line distance in this picture is going to be right here, so that's what we need to find, and I'm just going to call that X. I'm going to look at the black triangle I have drawn. Either one would be fine. Here's the angle, so this is opposite, which I don't have. I have adjacent and hypotenuse. Adjacent and hypotenuse is going to be a cosine ratio. So I'm going to do the cosine of 7 degrees is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Now I'm going to come on in and just do my cross multiplication right away, bring the x up, the cosine down. When I do that, I'm going to get x equals 500 over the cosine of 7 degrees. Again, I'm going to punch that into my calculator, and we're going to get approximately 405 miles is the distance in terms of the airplane flight to reach the runway.